Welcome to the DSS Stories podcast. Today I have Samila and Keegan
Hey, what's
as
up,
my
guys?
guests. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
In this episode, we are not going to touch a lot about your life in the Netherlands, etc., but we are going to touch upon more spicy topic in some cases, which is teamwork. At DSS, you have to work a lot within the team, and we are going to discuss your experiences related to that. But before we do it, it would be nice if we did a little bit of an introduction round. So it would be great if you could tell the audience your name, your country of origin, and then a little bit about your background.
I'm Samila, and I am come from Iran. I studied organic chemistry in the university, but after lockdown, I tried to just try some other ways to express myself. So I come into jewelry designing, and I tried it. So I stayed in this field, and I'm working on it. And yeah, I I think this is Samila. This is the real Samila. Uh, yeah,
The
I
real
really enjoy
Samila.
this. Yeah,
I love that statement. The real Samila, able to express herself through the design
yeah,
landscape.
yeah.
Wonderful. What kind of design do you do?
Actually, we design jewelry on different software on computer with Matrix Rhino, and we use these files actually to produce the products, and just after that set stones, actually purchase the stones on it and sell. So it is a process, it is the first step of that process.
That is something that I know nothing about.
You will love it.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds very
really.
interesting. Let's
Yeah,
talk about the
sure,
episode as well. I would love
of
to learn
course.
more. How about you, Keegan?
Yeah. Hey, guys. I am Keegan, and I come from Trinidad and Tobago, which is a tiny little dot on the map in the southernmost part of the Caribbean. And I have a background in engineering and aviation, so I am a private pilot as well, aircrafts. And yeah, I came to the Netherlands to do a master's, which kind of transitioned me more into like the IT-ish uh, field. So I'm really technical, I'd say. Like before, the engineering I did was more related to like civil engineering stuff, like construction wise and stuff. But now, yeah, I'm just all about computers, AI, just plugged into the matrix at this point.
So you both decided to just ditch your previous background, start something different, and just roll with the new
Uh,
experiences, basically.
yeah, life kind of takes you in different direction. Yeah, my philosophy, at least at this point, is just go where the wind takes me in a way. But yeah, it kind of blew me to a really far side of the the map compared to like the Caribbean. So yeah, now I'm here,
How long
and
have you been here?
I've been here for almost 5 years now. So it's been an interesting experience, I'd say.
And you, Samila?
About 3 months for this traineeship.
Well,
Yeah,
welcome, welcome.
thank you.
Well, since you've also already worked and experienced different sectors and industry, I can imagine then that teamwork very much differs wherever you work. Like if you work within the chemical engineering or you work in aviation, you might experience some teamwork or not at all, depending what you do. How can you describe your teamwork experiences before coming to the SS? Any standout experiences or notable mentions?
Fortunately for me, I always have a chance to be in a team that all the members respect to each other's ideas and work together, despite any actually different point of view. They learn from each other. Actually, it is challenging. It's not easy, as it's not easy here. Especially here, we are from different nationalities, different languages, and different backgrounds. But if I talk about my previous experience in Iran. Uh, it was good, and most of the time, although it was a competition somehow, in some ways, but most of the members just try to help each other because they know that if they don't do that, the outstanding result would not happen. Um but in other cases, we learned a lot. We learned about if we don't help each other, nothing happen. So we have to, in some cases.
How about you, Keegan?
Yeah, well, the teamwork, at least like in my bachelor's for engineering, like there's a lot of teamwork involved in construction because you can't really build like a building by yourself, right?
Naturally.
Yeah, so it was pretty good. Like you had to like really work together, but I'd say maybe at that younger age of like 19, just starting like a degree. Yeah, it had a lot of complications, I would say, but we would always come back in like at the end to make it work because we all,
Deadlines
yeah,
bring
and
everyone together.
deadlines and degrees depend on it. So yeah, and well, with aviation, uh, you have a co-pilot, so it is technically a team effort. Even though like we did do like solo flights a lot, which I really did enjoy because when you fly up there in the clouds by yourself, it is pretty peaceful. It really is surreal, but then it's also really scary because there were times where I almost had life-threatening things by myself in the air. So yeah, now I'd prefer a co-pilot like all the time. But yeah, it really it's really different than how it is here, I'd say, because back in Trinidad, like everybody usually is from Trinidad, or at least at the Caribbean region. So in my bachelor's, there were one or two people who were from different Caribbean islands, but it wasn't like the experience here where everybody speaks a completely different language, completely different culture. So yeah, it was pretty easy, I'd say, back home, or like pretty like simple in a way.
And is DSS your first team experience in such a multicultural setting?
No, I did a master's here. So in my master's program, there were people from all different parts of the world as well. So that was really like my first introduction to working on that kind of level.
And what elements from your past do you think you've brought to DSS teamwork
Hmm.
or
Well,
had to reconsider actually?
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, like in my past, from my bachelor's up to my master's, it was more of like a gradual process in a way. So I wasn't really the best team member. Started from the bottom where they were like I was the follower, the natural, like there was always like a natural leader and I would just, go along for the ride and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd say now at this point in DSS, it really allowed me to kind of shine and take the wheel at certain points. And the dynamic here in DSS is pretty nice because a lot of the people in the team also share the wheel of like to steer the ship. So really, it's not really like a experience that I had from like my past where I just let people do their thing and I'll just go along for the ride. And now it really like I see myself shining. I see myself being like a leader in this in like from this experience.
So you can also kind of have other parts of your personality come forward through this experience
Yeah,
within this team
yeah, for
setting.
sure, for sure. Yeah,
Oh, that's
it really like forces you to like find aspects of yourself that you didn't know really existed, and that's something that I really appreciate about the program so far.
and there is no space for gradual. You are thrown into the deep.
You are in the kitchen and it's hot. It's real hot.
How about you, Samila?
Uh, Actually, for me, I'm a detail-oriented person, and I really pay attention to details. So I see my group mates actually just encourage me to improve it. I mean, to use it to have a better insights during my project. So it helps a lot. And actually, I'm a really teamwork person. I'm a good listener. I listen good to people, actually my group mates, and try to understand what they mean, and just implement it. So I think it helps here. Actually, unfortunately, I have a good and helpful group mates, and we try to encourage each other to just develop our personality. So yeah, it's a good, I think, place to express ourselves.
Well, I hope that also moving forward after DSS, you will be able to kind of use this experience to further explore what other parts of your personalities are there, and in different teamwork settings, let those parts come forward, shine a little bit. And when you look back at your DSS experience, you'll be like, oh, yeah,
Mm,
that was useful. That was
yeah,
nice. So
yeah, for sure.
I hope. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks for having us.